Right now, the economy is giving us every reason to use our money the right way, and therefore most of Kenyans are trying to find different ways that they could make their money, or they could make more money. Today, I'm gonna be sharing with you some of the ways that you can earn extra income on the side that will save you so much stress and so much thinking when it comes to how to manage your money, how to live, and how to cater for the people that you love. So that means I'm going to share some of the side hustles, and these ones are like 4 side hustles that I have for you. I have extra side hustles, and if you stay till the end of the video, I have a bonus tip for you. That's what we are into today. Okay, if you are interested, like the video, subscribe, turn on post notifications so you don't miss on my next upload. Okay, let's get into it. We live in a country where God has blessed us to be evergreen, and that's why we have different type of seasons. We have wet, we have dry, we have cold, we have warm. It will be very thoughtful of you to venture into farming now that it's planting season. I mean, you don't have to be a farmer to venture into farming. All you can do is to find people to work on your farm, and then you can reap the benefits 3 months down the line, because right now people are planting, you guys. If you hire an acre of land for 1 season, maybe you are planting maize, it can be around 5,000 shillings. You can do poultry farming, you can do livestock farming, you can plant sugarcane. That is so much known in Kenya. It has helped a lot of families. I've been brought up off of planting sugarcane, and that's why I'm telling you guys that farming can be very, very rewarding for those who get into it at the right time and know what to plant. A little bit of a backstory: when I was young, my dad used to have these so many plantations, sugar plantations, and we are like 2 families, and he used to be a headmaster. So tell me, the salary of a headmaster in a family of like 6 kids on the other side and 5 kids on this other side, and we all went to private schools. So tell me, is that enough to feed an entire family? So if you know how to harness the power of farming, you can really reap high benefits. Even the political leaders right now, they are in politics, but they still do farming. You guys have heard all the scandal that happened in a farm for some politician, and that one was really bad. Some love it, yes, but the best thing about farming is that your returns are, let me say, 102 or 100 and something % guaranteed. And right now, if you hire a farm, or maybe ukikodesha for sugarcane, yeah, you can kodesha with 30k and above. I think it's 35k. You can plant it for like 3 seasons. When you plant sugar, you have to cut it 3 times. So that means it will be around 3 years of you just having that farm in your hands. And you can do that within the 3 years. You can also get other farmlands and also do the same thing. So you'll be having consistent income. If you're into farming, go for it. You don't have to be physically in the farm to earn from farming. You can hire people to do the job for you. Yeah, so that is a very profitable side hustle. Nowadays, everyone is familiar with mitumba clothes, and almost 90% of families in Kenya wear thrifted clothes, and that's why this video is specifically for someone out there who is trying to venture into clothing and apparel kind of thing. This was kind of profitable for me back in the days when I was in campus, so I hope this will help someone out there. So one thing you need to know is that when it comes to thrifting clothes, you have to know your market. You have to define your market. What do you want to sell? What kind of market can you sell for? Like, what are the kind of people that live around you? If it's campus students, what do they like? You know, those are the things that you need to ask yourself. You can't go and purchase something and then those things, they can't be bought by other people. You have to discover your market first, and then go ahead to Gikomba, to Kamkunji, to whatever, and just find things surrounding the market research that you did. So that is what you should do first before venturing into thrifting, because you might lose your money. You might stay with your stock for a very long time if you don't do enough market research. The main reason why people love mitumba clothes is, first of all, because they are very unique, you guys. There are some mitumba clothes that are so much unique and so nice. And the second thing is that they are very affordable, and you can fit in different categories of mitumba. There's always the clean bells, there's always the dirty bells. Is that the right way to say it? And there is always the let me say, how do people call these mitumbas? Mitumba clothes fit a lot of categories of people, especially people in the middle class and the lower class. If you know how to sell well, you'll really make a lot of money off of selling thrifted clothes. And I'm not saying about that clothing and apparel should just be mitumba clothes. You can also sell the main clothes, which are the ready-made clothes, and you can go to Eastleigh. You can also import products from Alibaba. I saw a lot of my friends do that, and I learned this a lot from a friend of mine called Debbie Mbau. She's a businesswoman and I love her channel a lot. I'll link it in the description. Make sure you check her out because she gives me a lot of inspirations when it comes to starting my own business and stuff like that. If you want to start your business, if you want to know what to do, just visit Debbie Mbau's channel. I think she's a masterpiece. Yeah. And I know some of you guys are saying that, oh, I don't have money for buying a bale of clothes or something. What if the bale is just some kind of shitty bale or maybe whatever? Yeah, it happens. Like, some bales usually are not that good, but again, what I'd say is that you can always get to be a reseller. A reseller is someone who buys products small by small. How do I say it? Ananunua kidogo kidogo, and then you sell it to your clients. Let me say you're a teacher. So if you're a teacher, you have other teachers surrounding your circle, and you know what interests most teachers is like they have to be decent. So if you want to get clothes, you will get decent clothes. You will get decent dresses, whether it's t-shirts for men, whether it's trousers for men, shoes or whatever. So you already know your surrounding and you know your target market. So that is what you need to do. You can just get those items that you think are more marketable for your particular market by reselling them. You can take them like a single piece instead of a bale and then increase the margin. So that is how most of the people start when it comes to selling clothes and stuff like that. They don't have the money to import those clothes, so they resell them. Start with whatever you have. Even if you have 5,000, just find a reseller or find a store that is selling in bulk and ask them if you can get some items single instead of in bales, and then you can start from there. So many people have started from there. I've had so many testimonies, and if you are into this, just DM me on Instagram. I'll share with you some of the insights that I know. And now, if you're finding this video helpful, please give it a like. So let me know what you think about when it comes to different side hustles and ways that you can earn extra income, whether it's online, whether it's offline. I'd really like to know, and let's have a conversation in the comments section. Human beings will always go hungry. No matter where you are in the world, you will always want food, or you will always want something to put in that stomach of yours. And that's why I'm going to share with you ways that you can make extra income by selling food stuff and just making money off of your comfort zone. Is it comfort zone really? It's working hard. So we were all brought up in this phase of life in order to multiply, and the more we multiply, the more the food is needed to feed different kind of stomachs. So I'd like to say that this is very profitable, especially when I walk in the streets. I see a lot of people selling different kind of foods, and some people, you always think that they don't have money. You always think that those people who always go there every single day, or maybe walking around with smokies and mayais, you guys think they don't make any money? Let me tell you something. Have you known that Charlene Ruto did the smoky mayai business? Do you know that? And let me tell you, one day just try and follow a smoky person to where they live, or someone who is carrying that bucket of mayai to where they live. You'll be surprised, because that business is very, very profitable. You guys have never thought of that, right? Okay, someone who is, let me say, a corn of maize without being cooked can be around 5 bob. Yenye haijapikwa ile ndizi, a corn of maize that has not been cooked, it's around 5 bob, 10 bob. Now this person takes that maize cob and cooks it or boils it with water, and then comes to the market and sells it to you at 20 bob each. Don't you think that makes her money? Or maybe a piece of it or half of it is 20 bob. Yeah, in Nairobi I saw people do that. A very small corn, half of the corn is 20 bob, and they bought that corn at 40 bob, at 10 bob, without cooking it. So tell me, how much has really been used there? That is like a very large profit margin. And imagine all these people are using that money to feed their families. They're using to pay school fees. You guys, if you're serious out here and you really want to make money, you'll go out there and find it. You can't sit down and wait for someone to come and pull you up and tell you, oh, you need to go and do this, you need to go and do that. You have to stand up for yourself. So achana na, just stop with the ego. A lot of people have a lot of ego and they don't want to do the dirty job, and those dirty jobs are the ones that have the money. So make sure you try and venture into something. Even if you are getting someone to do the job for you, you can just buy the trolley for Smokey, and then you can hire someone to work with that in town. There are so many youths out here who are just stranded and they don't have anything to do. So you can have connections with other people, you know, and get someone to do the job for you. Wanakutumia ka300 kila siku ama wanakutumia ka500 kila siku, and the rest they keep to themselves. How great is that? You will not even be able to touch your salary. You will not even touch it. So make sure you venture into these things that I'm telling you. Another thing is like baking cookies or baking cakes. You can bake all that and give it to those hawkers. There are so many hawkers who hawk crepes, they hawk biscuits, they hawk different kind of things, even cakes, and people buy them. People really buy those things. Yeah, so if you use hawkers, you don't have to put a lot of effort into your business. You just have to brand it. Yeah, so if you want to know even how to get a permit, you can go to Debbie Mbau's channel. She has everything out there outlined for you. So make sure you check out her channel. She goes so deep into business and stuff. So I've learned a lot from her. I really and highly recommend anyone who want to venture into any side hustle or any businesses. Yeah, so if you're into food and beverage and stuff like that, you can venture into those things that I've listed. They are very profitable, I guarantee you. And then there are also other people who sell mboga. People always call them mama mboga. Let me tell you, I had a friend back in campus who was selling nyanya, vitungu, and that mboga every evening after school. So one day I asked her, does it even make you any money? Yeah, like I was really curious, and she told me that that thing has a lot of money. People just don't realize, because people think it's a dirty job. People always want to sit in the office, people always want to do all these amazing things and show off, but they forget that the mama mboga person makes a lot of money than that person who is even going to sit in the office. Imagine sitting in the office and making 8,000 in a month, and mama mboga anakukatia mboga every evening, and they make over 50,000 every month. Trust me, this business, these things that people will do out here, they're not stupid. People want to see wajinga. I think people don't make money, but they make a lot more than you think. Okay, I hope I didn't offend anyone, but I hope that was very helpful to you. If you love that side hustle idea, so make sure you give the video a like so that the video can be shared to other people so that they can also get help from the video. So what's garbage? Garbage is anything that's thrown away and is not needed anymore. It doesn't have to be dirty. So don't come at me. I'd like to share some of the ways that you can be picking beans for people and making extra income off of that. I've had a lot of companies nowadays, or maybe upcoming businesses, that always get beans from different homes, especially in a little bit of a wealthy class in Nairobi. I've seen this happen all the time. If you go to those homes, you'll see all these huge bins that people use to dispose different items. There's always other places that you can go do the binning thing, but I think that going to a more wealthier environment gives you a high chance of making more profitable money, because they value your time as well, because they also value their own time. So what I know is that you can get a group of women and men and then register as a business. You can check on how you can get a business permit from Debimbao. After that, you can always pass your business cards to different people in the bars, in the churches, in the supermarkets, anywhere. You can always issue those business cards. I'm talking about these areas that there are so many wealthy people. You can always be doing that to different families. After you've gotten your permit and stuff like that, they will always be able to trust you. One thing about the wealthy people that I've always noticed is that they value security a lot more than anything, because they have assets and they have so many things within their lives that they should be focusing on, instead of focusing on a fucking dustbin. Or you can go there individually to different homes and then ask them if they can allow you to always dispose their items for them. You can always exchange contacts and stuff like that. So make sure that you are very, very punctual when it comes to going to pick those bins and stuff like that. What I highly recommend is always trying to work with other people. Working with other people will help you a lot, because you cannot do it on your own. We are always human beings, so you can always work with a group of people, and you always don't have to be physically there. They can always do the job and you pay them. You can always be the starter and then you pay them, because you're the person who has the connection to these different families.